Hey guys, it's me, Sarah. So we have to do book recommendations for my child development class. So I got some books that I really liked as a child growing up, and I still do. It brings back memories as when I was a child. So of course we know this book right here, which is my ultimate favorite. It's the Corduroy book. And Corduroy is a bear with a missing button who finds his button again. And it says, Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then one morning a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's a very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered. "I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain." He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was a most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a place," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace. This must be a palace." He wandered around, admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up, but like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop, off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above when he heard the crash. He came dashing down the escalator. "Now, who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." He flashed his lights under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the covers. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I can bring you home." "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the sales lady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest, drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder straps fastened." "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. The end. Another book I highly recommend is Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. I love the music and I love the book, so here we go. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. A told B and B told C, "I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree." "Wee," said D to E, F, G, "I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree." Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, will there be enough room? Here comes H up to the coconut tree, and I and J and Tagalong K all on their way up to the coconut tree. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, will there be enough room? Look who's coming, LMNOP, and QRS and TUV, still more W and XYZ, the whole alphabet up. Oh no! Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, help us up, cried A, B, C. Next from the pile up skipped knee D, and stubbled toe E, and patched up F, and then comes G, all out of breath. H is tangled up with I, J and K are about to cry. L is knotted like a tie. M is looped, N is stooped, O is twisted, alley oop, skit, scat, scoodle, doot, flip, flop, flee. Look who's coming, it's black-eyed P, QRS, and loose tooth T. Then U, V, W, wiggled free, last to come, XYZ, and the sun goes down on the coconut tree. But Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, look, there's a full moon. A is out of bed, and this is what he said. Dare, double dare, you can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. A told B and B told C, "I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree." When all the letters of the alphabet raced one another up the coconut tree, will there be enough room? Oh no, Chicka Boom Boom, roll along on waves of fun in this lively alphabet rhyme that's now available as a classic board book. Rhyme. Bill Martin Jr. and John, rainbow of bright, told cheerful colors make the merry parade of letters unforgettable. That's one good book I really enjoyed when I was a kid. All these books that I'm reading were my childhood books growing up. So much fun. Brings back so much memories. Okay, now we got this book, which I really enjoy. Brown bear, what do you see? Brown bear, what do you see? Brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a green frog, a black sheep, a goldfish, a yellow duck, a purple cat, a blue horse, a white dog, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. A beloved classic now available in Board Book Edition for the youngest child. And Corduroy, a children's classic for close to 50 years. Here is the unabridged story of Corduroy, a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store, and the girl who took him home. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. Comment down below what's your favorite children's book. Thank you for watching. Now, here are the pictures to each book that I read and recommended. And this was pictures of the Corduroy book. Now let's do the pictures of the Brown Bear book. Now let's do the pictures of Chickaboom Boom. And that was Chickaboom Boom.